Hello. Welcome to Geology Classes. Today we are going to learn how to apply rules to the journals. Okay, how to apply rules to the journals and how to write the journals. Okay, is that clear? So already what are the rules of journals that already you learned in the last video. If you want, you can check that video in the description and then follow this one. Then it will be more and more easy for you. Okay, so now first we are writing the journals. Okay, before writing the journals, what is the meaning of the journal? It is the first entry of the transaction. Whatever transaction happens, that will be entered in the first book, that is journal. First they will write down the journal and then later it will be transferred to the different required books. Okay, how do we write this journal? Simply we will not write down. First you are writing in a proper format. That is what accounting, right? You will be writing everything in a provided a proper format. You have to follow the format. So how do we write the journal? So first journals. Okay, we have 5 columns. First one is date column, on which date the transaction is happened, and after that you have particulars, and then these are the columns you have. One, date, and after that particulars. Particulars means what was the transaction that you should know. What was the journal entry, what happened on that day that you are entering over there. Ledger folio, this is really very important. We never use, when you are studying in the education mode, you never use this ledger folio. But if you don't give the ledger folio column, they will cut off 1 mark to you, that is for sure. Okay, ledger folio in the sense from which page you have taken the transaction. Next, debit, what is the amount you are gonna debit it. Credit, what is the amount you are gonna credit it. Got it? Understood? Now, here I have given you 5 transactions. Let us write down the journals for these 5 transactions. First, instead of date, I am writing transaction 1. Started business with cash. Started business with cash. So now let's see what are all the accounts involved in this. Started account is there. Business account is there. Is there any accounts there in the accounts? Nothing, right? There is no started account and there is no business account. We are having 2 accounts. One is cash account and the other one is capital account. One is cash account, the other one is capital account. If you see, there is no sentence called capital here. You are having only, is there any word called capital here? It is only started business with cash. From where capital came? The initial investment of the business is called as capital. That is what I have explained you in the earlier basic terms. Remember? So, capital, even though they mention or they don't mention, if they started the business with cash, we will be treating it as capital account. So, with what they have started cash, so I have taken cash account. Now, let us see. Cash account comes under asset. So, write down as asset. Cash account comes under asset. And the capital account, it is already we are having capital. So, first whatever transaction comes, in that identify which one is called as account, and after that under which account it comes, that you should write down, and after that we will be applying the rule. Now this is asset. Whenever you whenever you started the business, cash is coming inside or going outside? Cash is coming inside the business. So when cash is coming inside the business, your asset is increasing or decreasing? Cash is increasing, right? So what is the rule for asset? Debit increase and credit decrease. So here cash is increasing. So I have to increase, write down the rule of increase debit. Next, when you invested cash, so capital is increasing or decreasing? capital is increasing. What is the rule? Where cash increased, we wrote increased debit because it is asset. Where capital increased, we wrote increased credit because that is the rule. Now, how the journal will be coming? Whichever you are supposed to write down in the debit side, that should write first, and after that the second transaction you have to write. Okay, which one is going to credit, that you should write down. Cash account debtor, DR. 2. Leave some space. Okay, leave some space here, then you should write down 2. 2, what is the second one? Capital account. Okay, so what happened, that you should explain in the words. Being, always it starts with being. Started business with cash, and it should be in the brackets and underlined. Now what is the amount? Debit 1 lakh and credit also 1 lakh. Got it? So the first transaction is over. Now move on to the second transaction. Cash purchases. Sorry. Cash purchases. So now what under are they? Let me write down first. Cash account is there and purchases account is there. What is the first step we are going to do? First you have to assign what kind of account is that. First you have to classify that. Cash account comes under asset, and then purchases account comes under expenses. Asset and expense. What is the rule of asset? Debit increase and credit decrease. Now here what happened? When you purchased goods, will you pay or you will receive the cash? Whenever you purchase the goods, you will pay or you will receive. We will be paying the cash. So cash is going outside. So when cash is going outside, cash is increasing or decreasing? You have 100 rupees, you paid 20 and you purchased something. Now how much is there? 80 rupees are there. So your cash is decreasing. So what is the rule? Asset, debit increase, credit decrease. So now here which rule I should write down? Credit decrease. Okay. Now purchases. We are purchasing stock, items or whatever it is. Whenever we purchase, our stock is, our expense are increasing or decreasing. You are paying the cash, right? So your expenses are increasing. What is the rule? Debit increase and credit decrease. So now here what I should write down? Debit increase. Correct? Now how the journal will look? So purchases should be debited, cash should be credited. Right? So now let's write. Which one should be debited? Purchases. Purchases account debtor, leave some space, to cash account. What is the narration? Being purchased, paying cash. If you don't know how to write down the narration, write down whatever is given in the transaction itself. You can write down being cash purchases. You can write down whatever given in the transaction, the same thing you can write down if you don't know how to write the narration. Is that clear? So now here I know to write, so I have written. If you don't know how to write down, just simply copy being cash purchases. That's it. Okay. So now what is the amount? Debit. In front of the purchases, write down 25,000. In front of cash, write down 25,000. Got it? Next transaction. Third one. Cash sales. Again, what we have here, first write down cash account and sales account. Since this is the first video about journals, I have given you the simple journals. Okay, we will be doing around 3 to 4 simple journals videos. So that time next video will be little tough, next video will be little more tough, like that I will give. Okay. Now see here, cash account comes under as usual asset. For the last transaction we have done. Sales comes under income. Already we have done the classification. If you want, you can check the video. Now asset rule: debit increase, credit decrease. When you sold the goods, you will only pay the money also. Any of you are there like that? You will sell the goods. Goods also you will only give. Cash also you will only give. Any of you do such kind of business? Please, if you are doing that, please shut down your business. You are gonna face the losses. Okay. Now here what we are doing? Cash account. It is an asset. So when you sold the goods, cash is coming inside or going outside? Coming inside. So your cash is increasing. So what is the rule? Debit increase. So write down here debit increase. So automatically the other one will be credit. Let us follow the rule. Sales account, it is an income. So your income is increasing, right? What is the rule for income or revenue? What is the rule for income or revenue? Debit decrease, credit increase. Here it is increasing. So what I am writing? Credit increase. Got it? Now let us write down the journal. How it will appear? Cash account debtor to sales account. Correct? Sales credit and cash is debit. Write down cash account debtor. Give some space and write down to sales account. That is the rule. Don't forget. Don't start to also from here. Give some space and write down the second line. And in the brackets, being sold goods by pay and received cash. Okay. Or being sold goods for cash. No, that one also you don't know. Write down directly being cash sales. Give the underline. What is the amount in front of cash? 36,000. In front of sales, 36,000. Clear? The next transaction, paid wages. Paid wages. So shall we write down paid account and wages account? Is there any account like that? Paid account is there? No. How do we make the payment? Until and unless they don't tell paid through the account or paid through the check or something, default it will be treated as cash transaction. Okay. Then here what we will write? Cash account will come and wages account will come. Already asset we have done for all 1, 2, 3. We have done. Cash comes in the sense that is an asset. Wages, we paid it. So is it expense or income? If you receive, it will be treated as revenue. If you paid, it will be treated as expense. So write down here expense. What is the rule for asset? Debit increase and credit decrease. Now here what happened? We paid wages. Cash is coming inside or going outside? Cash is going out. Correct? Cash is not coming in. It is going out. So when it is going out, cash is increasing or decreasing? Cash is decreasing. What is the rule? Asset rule. Debit increase, credit decrease. So we are gonna credit decrease. Next. Wages, expense. So when you are paying it, your expenses are increasing, not decreasing. So debit increase. Okay. Now the journal will be wages debit and cash credit. So let me write on the journal. Wages account debtor to cash account being paid wages. Being paid wages. In front of wages, debit side, how much? 10,000. In front of cash, 10,000. Fatapat copy this. I have place, but it's not so comfortable to see also. I will write the first one and then I will write the last transaction. Please copy down this one. I'll rub the first one. Please copy down this one fast. Okay. Pass it and copy down. I take the screenshot, something. There are so many options you have since you all are techies. Yeah. What is the last transaction? Received commission. What will you receive in the form of commission? If you received stock or some other thing, they will mention received these many samples on the name of commission. Like that they will mention. If they don't mention anything, that means you received cash. So now the last transaction, fifth one, received commission. So what and all are they? Commission account and cash account. When we have received, is it revenue or expense? It is treated as revenue. Cash, yes, everywhere cash is there. All the 4 transactions you have discussed about cash. So here cash is asset. Already we know that. Okay, first let me start with the asset only. You have received commission. So cash is coming inside the business. When it is coming inside the business, that means your cash is increasing. So what is the rule? Debit increase and credit decrease. Right? Here cash is increasing. So you have to debit cash. We are going to debit cash. Revenue rule. Revenue rule. Decrease debit and increase credit. So when you have received the commission, your revenues are increasing. When it is increasing, what is the rule? Credit increase. Okay. So now let's write down the journal. So cash debit and commission credit. So I have to work fully. Cash account debtor to commission account. So the narration being received commission. Being received commission. What is the amount? 5,000. Debit side 5,000. Credit side also 5,000. These are the few simple journals. Okay. There are one more type of journals also. First let us complete all the simple journals. Almost of the simple journals. In the different videos we will be doing the simple journals. Okay. Once we are done, then we can move on to the next type. Those are compound journals. Okay. Hope all of you understood, right? If you like, will you wait? Don't wait, please. Share this video to your friends and who doesn't know the accounts. It will be more and more helpful for the starters who just started learning accounts. Okay. So all of you will do this one, right? Please like it, share it and subscribe it. Thank you. Bye-bye.